Welcome to Liberated. I'm Cree, the Catalysta, igniting soul elevation and self-liberation through word alchemy. This podcast is for the rebellious, the cycle breakers, the healers, for my fellow neurodivergents and AuDHDers, for those who are becoming liberated and hated, who refuse to be tamed, who choose growth even when it costs them everything. True liberation isn't about acceptance. It's about freedom. What if the thing keeping you stuck isn't fear of failure, but fear of being too much, too different, too undefined? What if the very thing you were told to suppress is the key to your liberation? In this episode, I'm burning the illusion that you need a niche to be worthy of expression. For years, I didn't show up. I didn't show up in my fullness, not online, not in my work, not even in my writing. I held myself back because I thought I needed to be clearer, cleaner, more digestible. I was always trying to find my thing, the one message, the one brand, the one niche that would unlock everything. But each time I thought I found it, I'd feel the weight again. Like, nah, this isn't it. This isn't me. So I'd scrap it, archive it, trash the whole damn thing. 100 drafts later, and I still was in hiding. Because I thought being on brand meant being less me. More curated, more consistent, more palatable. I was brainwashed by the online world into believing that I had to have a niche, a perfect bio, a punchy one-liner that explained my entire being. But here's the truth. I don't fit into a niche. I am the niche. And there is no one-liner that can explain my entire being. I'm multidimensional. And if you're neurodivergent like me, AuDHD, multi-passionate, multi-layered, non-linear, then you probably know exactly what I'm talking about. We weren't made for one-liners. We were made for depth, for layers, for spirals, not ladders. Real talk? Discovering I'm AuDHD gutted me because it explained why I've always had so much to say but couldn't bring myself to say it. Why I'd write it all out, fill pages and notepads and note apps, only to let it rot in silence. Because I never felt like I could show up as all of me. But now I know I have to. The calling is too strong. All of me and all of you is valid, even the parts of ourselves we haven't met yet, even the parts that contradict, even the parts that don't make sense to the algorithm. We are no longer here to explain ourselves. We are here to express ourselves. Express yourself. Not in parts, in full. Because I'm not a niche. You're not a niche. I'm a movement. You could be a movement too. And if you've been waiting for permission to stop filtering your truth, this is it. You can be multidimensional. You can be too much. You can be inconsistent. You can be free. You don't need a narrow brand to be impactful. You just need to be real. And just see how it unfolds. That's what I'm doing. You know what's wild? I could have been helping people this whole time. I had wisdom. I had words. I had experience the whole time. But I held it in because I was too hung up on how to package it. I was stuck in the in-between, paralyzed by the need to get it perfect, when all I needed was to get it out. So many of us are sitting on gold because we're told it needs to be polished before it's worth sharing. But that's a lie. The rawest parts of you, that stuff hits. That stuff is what heals. That's what people are starving for. And it's time to give it to them. So if you've been hiding your voice, dimming your vision, trashing your drafts, let this be your reminder. You don't need to niche down. You need to rise up and just express whatever you feel called to. You're not too much. You're just too expansive for systems built on sameness. Let yourself take up space, speak, share, be witnessed. Even if your message shifts, even if your brand evolves, even if you're not 100% sure what you're doing, because real liberation comes from showing up in your fullness, not your final form. I don't know what I'm doing, but here I am. I'm just talking. I'm reading what I've been writing. I'm doing the damn thing. I thought I was hopeless. And if I'm doing this, I'm telling you, you got what it takes too. Real liberation comes from showing up in your fullness, not your final form. Before we close, I invite you to pause for a moment of stillness, a liberation invocation. If you are now not able to, if now's not a good time, you can always return to this part of the episode later when you have space to breathe, reflect, and absorb these meditative affirmations. Find a comfortable position, unclench your jaw, drop your shoulders, and take a slow breath in and out. Feel the weight of your body grounding you in this moment. Take another slow breath in and out. You don't have to be packaged. You don't have to be polished. You just have to be here exactly as you are. Please repeat after me. I am not too much. I am more than enough. I am not a niche. I am infinite expression. I don't need permission to show up. I already belong. My contradictions are not flaws. They are proof of my depth. My truth is worthy of being heard. Unfiltered and unrefined. Take another deep breath in and let it go. Notice how your body feels when you release the pressure to fit into a mold. Remember, you don't need to show up as a version of yourself that makes sense to the algorithm. You get to show up as all of you, messy, expansive, ever-changing, because you're not a brand. You're a being, and beings are not meant to be boxed in. They're meant to be free. Your growth is your edge. I help you sharpen it, sustain it, and protect it. Follow Liberated wherever you listen to podcasts. And if this episode cracks something open in you, share it. Send it to someone else who's waking up. Let them know that they're not alone. If you have enjoyed this episode, kindly leave a rating. It's greatly appreciated. You can find and follow me on Instagram and on TikTok at The Catalysta. I hope to hear from you guys in my DMs and in the comments section of my posts. Until next time, keep rising, keep burning, keep becoming, keep growing.